We got a good episode today. Oh, God, we got a bad episode for me. We're going to go through power rankings. Adam made 1 through 32 again. Then we're going to go fraud or not. Jack's got 2 fun, quick games. That's exactly how he quoted it.
I said 2 fun, quick games.
You did. You have 2 fun, quick games. Yeah, one is about Sam Darnold and one is about Patrick Mahomes. We're going to redraft the first round of fantasy drafts because I think that is definitely necessary given how terrible football has been.
It's completely different than what the actual first round was.
We got our first team all-pro that we're going to hit again.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then we're going to guess the top 10 running backs in fantasy because I think that list is fucking interesting. So, let's get into the episode. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better.
Skull.
No, I got no skull.
Skull.
No skull.
Nice, Jack.
Skull.
Nice, Jack.
Skull.
That's enough skulls.
You are wearing all purple today, so that's
This is his penance for his season record prediction.
This is for all the Vikings fans out there. Apologize again. They got mad that I titled our YouTube video.
They got mad about it?
They got mad about that.
What was the title? I didn't check.
It was just like saying that Sam Darnold and the Vikings are not contenders or something like that.
I don't blame them for that. It was like I said, it was a bad apology.
How about that was clickbait? Watch the video. We clearly say that they're the best team in football right now.
Yes,
so
we do.
Yeah. Clickbait works though.
But then you did say they're pretenders.
No, I didn't say they're pretenders.
You did.
Not yet. Not yet.
You did. You totally said they're pretenders.
You did say they were pretenders. I edited the video yesterday.
Enough about the goddamn Vikings.
Yeah, we got a good episode today. Oh, God, we got a bad episode for me. We're going to go through power rankings. Adam made 1 through 32 again.
Yes.
We're approaching that time in the season where Adam no longer does power rankings because I think power rankings are only fun through the first 6 weeks of the NFL season.
I like them every week.
Oh, they're good every week. We should do them every week.
Okay, sure. We'll do 1 through 32 every single week.
No, because
I'll do them next week.
What happened to the? It has to.
I'll do them next week.
Pat has to stay consistent.
Okay, then we're going to go fraud or not. Jack's got fraud or not again. I have a strong inclination that I know one of the frauds on that list in some way, which way mayhaps. Something that happened in Miami. Jack's got 2 fun, quick games. That's exactly how he quoted it.
I said 2 fun, quick games.
You did. You have 2 fun, quick games. Yeah, one is about Sam Darnold and one is about Patrick Mahomes. We're going to redraft the first round of fantasy drafts because I think that is definitely necessary given how terrible football has been.
It's completely different than what the actual first round was.
We got our first team all-pro that we're going to hit again.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then we're going to guess the top 10 running backs in fantasy because I think that list is fucking interesting.
Yes, it is. It's very interesting.
Let's get into the episode. Oh, let's not. I said it off the pod. I hate that I have a job to talk about football.
Yeah, it's a tough life to live when your team sucks. I was singing a very similar tune on Sunday. Yep. I just went quiet, and everyone's like, the other thing too about working at a sports company is everyone kind of roots against each other.
Everyone wants to see
we all love seeing each other in pain.
Well, you know what it is? It's because everyone that works here is like such a devout fan that like if I'm not happy, you're not going to be happy either. That's just not fucking happening today.
Yeah. It was special to see, though, and this will be quick baseball talk because it is worth it.
That was awesome.
Seeing the whole office more or less rallied around the Mets yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like
did that make you like tear up a little bit?
It was special to see. It felt good. It was really nice of everyone. Like they all clearly wanted to see the Mets win. Like when the Mets gave up the lead, I heard all the quiet murmurs behind me of like, oh no. Like,
it was oh no because I thought a Pat freakout was going to happen, and that's why I left. I drove home.
Yeah, but it was very nice to see. But yeah, Adam, I do want to circle back to why don't you want to talk about football? Is there any reason in particular? Did anything happen at 8:30 p.m. in Fort Lauderdale?
I think 7:30.
7:30 actually.
Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah, I mean the death probably happened more around like 8:45 when reality set in.
That might have been like 7:32.
No, I don't think anything happened in Fort Lauderdale.
No, I think the Dolphins played the Titans.
Oh, no, wait, they did.
Oh, Miami Gardens. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
So tell me what happened there.
I think we should just start with power rankings. If I'm being completely honest.
Okay, well, actually, fine. Start with them because
start with power
I think
rankings.
we'll get into that.
But I do want to address one thing. I went Grease Lightning today for you.
I like it.
I think it looks way better than
If you're listening, go check out the full episode on YouTube because Pat and Jack both asked me to put gel in my hair. It needs a little bit more volume.
Yes. That was going to be my one.
I'll join you in solidarity right now.
Thank you.
I won't.
I
won't be joining. It needs a little more volume and flowiness.
I have texture powder if you want it.
I have product in it. Thank you. Yep. They cut off a lot. But producer Tycho's also back. He has no mic today. I don't know if he has a mic. He does have a mic. No camera on, but Tycho's back. Before we jump into power rankings, I do want to talk about 1,000x payouts on Better Picks. Better Picks lets you win up to 1,000 times your money all NFL season long, which is one of the highest in daily fantasy. You could turn $1 into $1,000, $10 into $10,000, $100 into $100,000. All you have to do is set your lineup and watch your favorite NFL players play football. So make sure to download Better, play Better Picks, and use promo code CAPSOFF when you do to join all the 1,000x winners all season long. All right.
All season long.
NFL Week 5 power rankings.
Let's do it. All 32?
I did 1 through 32. No, I am not ready for this. I'm going to be completely honest.
I have a feeling I know where the Dolphins might be.
I think I know where they should be.
There is no bits involved with this, but just we're going to run through the entire NFL. Number 1. Skull.
Skull. Skull. Skull. Skull, 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 skull. Dude, I love that.
They deserve it.
I'm not buying it.
But right now,
I mean, power rankings.
I just don't know.
We're prisoners of the moment.
I'm going to be completely honest. You buy it. Like, the Vikings are playing the best football in the NFL right now.
They've beaten 3 of the top 10 teams in the NFL.
And I don't think you realize. I don't think anyone realizes how hard it is going to Lambeau.
Yeah.
Like, Lambeau is one of the hardest places to fucking play, and they went in and fucking curb stomped them.
And it's like the final scoreline obviously doesn't reflect it, but they stopped trying. They were up 28-zip. They coasted the rest of the game.
It was one of those well, they're not going to come back.
I also saw this stat, and don't quote me on it because it could be completely wrong, but for this, it's going to be completely right, that Sam Darnold is the first quarterback in NFL history to win 4 straight games and throw multiple touchdown passes in each game. Now that I said that out loud, it sounds wrong, but I saw that on Twitter.
There is no chance in planet Earth that
just for
Tom Brady never threw 2 touchdowns and 4 straight wins.
I'll bet you Ben
he was
Roethlisberger
he was 16-0 in a season. There's no way he didn't have a 4-game stretch in that season where he threw 2 touchdowns a game.
Continue to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's just the wrongest fact you've ever read. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, kids. Let's move on to number 2 though.
Yeah,
we don't have to spend too much time on
it. I found it. Yeah. He's now the first player in the league's broad history to win his first 4 games with a team.
Win his first 4 games with
a team while throwing multiple touchdon passes in each game.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's a much better stat.
Number 2, the Chiefs.
Yes.
Sure. Still.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Still. But they lost Rashee Rice.
Undefeated.
That's worrisome.
Yeah.
Still undefeated.
We talked about their wide receiver core yesterday. We forgot they lost Hollywood Brown as well.
Forgot about that. Yep. Yeah, that is the other big weapon that they didn't.
Number 3, the Buffalo Bills.
Still. Really?
Yeah, these were my top 3 of last week. I've just now moved them around a little bit. I told you they didn't learn anything.
That game did nothing for me to change my opinion.
That game was not going to be a close game.
Really?
It was going to go one of 2 ways. It's either going to be a Bills blowout or a Ravens blowout.
Why didn't it do anything for you? I mean, the Ravens curb stomped them.
Yeah, it helps the Ravens in my mind. It doesn't downgrade the Bills.
I think it should have hurt them a little more.
If the Bills play the next 7 teams I'm going to mention, I think the Bills curb stomp.
That's probably true. Yeah, go ahead.
Number 4, then the Ravens. I moved the Ravens skyrocketed.
Wow,
it's the method of victory. They're back.
I like that a lot.
Yep.
Derrick Henry, just give him the ball 20 times.
Yep, he might be the MVP this year. 5 Lions.
Yes, so back.
That offense. There was a point in time where I just saw Jameson scored. Amon-Ra scored. David Montgomery scored. Jameer Gibbs scored. No Laporta. Bet on him. That was terrible.
He still hasn't scored.
It's crazy. We'll
nuke it next week.
$6.
Yes.
7 Texans. Don't know what I'm seeing with the Texans, but I'm going to keep them here.
Don't like what I'm seeing from you right now,
They haven't been impressive at all, but winning a close game like that is important when you have title aspirations like they do.
Besides the Ravens, you're kind of a record whore right now as well.
Okay. 8 Commanders.
Okay. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
The Commanders are above the Niners?
They're 3-1 right now.
Oh, my God. That's record whore.
No, it's a good pick.
The Commanders are just
The Commanders would absolutely get smoked by the Niners if we played them right now.
Okay, number 9 is the Niners.
It's nice. 9 Niners.
How was I not going to put 9 in 49ers? I just felt like a good spot.
It's a good spot for them.
I think it's a terrible spot.
But you're
all right, wait.
10.
Let me see the list.
No, you know exactly what's coming. 10 is the Seahawks. You're still ahead of the Seahawks.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, we are way better than the Seahawks.
I don't know if they're. I always say, oh, really?
I actually thought
the
way that the Seahawks lost was more impressive. Like, that they lost.
Yeah, but their defense looked
they let
Swiss
up
cheese.
40-something.
I agree, but
I ate popcorn for every yard in that game. It was a bad game to do it.
Yeah.
There was almost 1,000 yards of offense.
That's crazy.
There was 900-something.
Oh, my God.
We should be above Commanders, Adam. All right.
You should, but not now. 11.
Yeah, earn it.
The Packers.
Okay.
12 Steelers.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, I like the
All right. I'm going to go 12 through to 20 right now. You could take 12 through 20.
You mean 13 through 20?
Yeah.
We
can only pick one thing to talk about.
All right, go.
It starts with Steelers. You can put them anywhere. Like, I don't give a shit
about
about
this. All right, just go quick, and then we have
13 Eagles, 14 Falcons, 15 Colts, 16 Chargers, 17 Saints, 18 Bengals, 19 Broncos, 20 the Jets.
Broncos way too
You have the Broncos above the Jets. I know we lost to the Broncos. Don't get me wrong, but you fucking have the Broncos above the Jets.
It's just I'm going to overreact, yeah.
I think that's the stupidest thing ever.
It is.
Why did you do that?
I just told you could move anyone.
Why did you do that? Okay, if you can move anyone, why did you do that? Just to piss me off. To them.
And you guys both have the same record.
We're a better team.
They beat the Bucs and the Jets.
This is what I'm doing with the Commanders,
I'm
Niners,
sorry,
but they have a better record.
The Broncos are a bad fucking team, but they beat the Jets and the Bucs, and the Bucs are in my top 10.
I don't care that the Broncos are 2-2. They are a horrible football team.
But they beat two great teams.
I just don't.
So the Jets are great, but we're below the Broncos.
Yeah,
I think the Jets are properly rated at 20. I think that the Bucs or the Broncos at 19 is way too high.
But they beat the Bucs at 6.
I don't mind us at 20. I do mind the Broncos above us
I
at
will
19.
be completely honest. You could pull coals
All
in this whole
21.
list. I don't give a shit. 21 the Bears. 22 the Cowboys.
Whoa, that's really
That's
low.
too
That's
low.
really low.
The Broncos 3 spots
You think the
above
Broncos
the Cowboys
are better than the Cowboys?
You messed up on that one.
That
Are you
was
realizing you
horrible.
made a mistake?
That's horrible.
Can you go back to Can you go back to 12 through 20?
He can't change it
who's
now.
18?
I'm not going to change
the
it
Colts,
now.
The Steelers above the Cowboys.
The Colts and the Steelers are above the Cowboys.
Hands up, don't shoot.
You forgot about the Cowboys.
That is
right?
I was just typing.
That is
rapid fire.
Really bad.
Yeah, no, real bad. 23 Cardinals, 24 Rams. Look, I made this list just to get to one number.
I'm feeling fine now. Yeah.
24 the Rams, 25 the Panthers, 26 the Raiders, 27 the Giants, 28 the Titans, 29 the Patriots, 30 the Browns, 31 the Jags, 32 the Miami fucking Dolphins. That's the only reason I made this list. I just need to get to 32.
I think it's actually after the Cowboys.
It's a great list.
Really good.
Yeah, it's a great list.
It's a really good list. The Cowboys are way too low.
I really think if you flip the Cowboys and the Broncos, it's a perfect list.
I agree.
You could literally move.
No, you almost nailed it. Cowboys, Broncos, you flip them, perfect list. Okay, so now we're gonna force you to talk about the Dolphins.
Are the worst team in football.
The Miami Dolphins are the worst team in football right now.
Yes.
Hands down. Binar.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it's non-debatable.
It's not debatable.
You guys are the first team in NFL history to go through 4 games and not hold a lead for a single second.
Fourth team in
NFL history. I read tweets and I pick what I want out of them.
Yep.
4th team to ever do that. So you're the 4th worst team of all time.
One of them was the inaugural season Houston Texans.
You butchered that.
Inaugural, whatever.
It has been
putting the R in the wrong spot.
267 days since the Dolphins led in a game.
Yeah.
267. Do you know how long that is?
Don't.
It's almost a year.
It's longer than 266.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Last night's
that's
game,
a pregnancy.
Yeah. It's hard to watch.
Point.
Dude, it is
the Dolphins
hard
are
to watch.
pregnant.
Oh. No, the Dolphins are having a baby.
And they're not due anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
The Miami Dolphins, and you want to know what's crazy? And I said this last week.
I get an abortion. This isn't working.
Huh?
I don't think you.
I said get an abortion.
You can't get an abortion that late. It's too many trimesters.
That's true. That's true. It depends. Well, it also, yeah.
All right, continue. What's wrong with the Dolphins?
Everything is wrong with the Dolphins, and I have so many thoughts about what the Miami Dolphins should do, and I actually wanted to give it to you guys as like objective fans, and I want to hear your thoughts. So I'm gonna give my thoughts quickly on them, and I want to hear your thoughts after. But
do you want to hear our thoughts first, so you don't skew our thoughts?
Yeah,
sure.
I want.
Okay.
You want to go
what
first?
the fuck is good with the Miami Dolphins then?
What's good? Spin zone for you here, Adam. I got you, buddy. Don't worry about it. All right. Here's the spin zone that I have. The last 2 weeks show that Tua Tagovailoa is not a system quarterback. He is the system. Tua is an elite quarterback. He is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
Please.
If fucking Skylar Thompson and Tyrod Taylor, Pro Bowler.
Tyler Huntley.
Oh, not Tyrod
Huntley,
Taylor. Sorry. I'm just thinking of backups.
T.Y.
No, it makes sense.
Whatever.
Tyler.
Tyler Huntley and Skylar Thompson look that fucking ass with all those weapons and that offense and that system and everything like that.
Tua's a lot better than
Tua is way better than people thought.
Yeah.
You guys have your guy. You have your quarterback. It's just tough what happened to him right now.
My thoughts is Mike McDaniel is a Tua merchant. It's not Tua is a Mike McDaniel merchant.
Yeah.
Is what we've discovered
This is
here.
good. This is good.
Is Mike McDaniel the first person of the Shanahan tree to not be a good coach?
Perhaps. The other just like final thought that I have for you, what is Tua's expected return date?
Fuck if I know.
Okay.
They said week 8.
Then
What's the
I would
earliest?
give up on the season. Would be my 2 cents as a Jets fan who experienced your really good quarterback gets hurt. Let's see if the backups can hold up their weight for long enough for him to come back. It ain't gonna happen. You guys are gonna be 1-7 by the time that Tua comes back, it's time to give up on.
I can say as an Irish fan, it's happened to me a lot too. When Jimmy's gotten hurt, Alex Smith, like they've gotten hurt a lot.
Yeah, and then but the thing is, you're the Niners. You guys have good backups.
No, not when we had like Blaine Gabbert and Brian Hoyer and shit. Like
Brian Hoyer's
don't necessarily give up on the season.
Give up,
but don't be mad when you lose. Like if you go in and you win, it's great. If you lose,
here's what I'd say, and I appreciate you guys giving me some juice to deal with. But I think actually the Miami Dolphins have to blow it up.
Yes.
Blow it all up.
Whoa, really?
And I'll tell you why I think the Dolphins have to blow it up. Because I kept saying that the Ravens' ceiling was probably last year. I was saying that with other teams, with maybe potentially the Lions. I actually think
you didn't look into your own home.
I didn't look inwards.
No, you didn't.
I think the Dolphins' ceiling actually could have been last year
for the first 10 games.
For the first 10 games, what they're able to do. Like Mike McDaniel is currently 1-6 without Tua. Okay?
Yeah, that's not good.
Matt LaFleur loses Jordan Love. He goes 2-0. Mm-hmm. Sam Darnold is now the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. Kevin O'Connell lost J.J. McCarthy, the person that he drafted, and they are now 4-0. Shane Steichen, Joe Flacco, they still win the game.
Hey, Doug Peterson lost Carson Wentz, and he won a fucking Super Bowl with Nick Foles.
After last night, there was a point in time, obviously they scored a touchdown, but the Dolphins had gone 9 straight quarters without scoring a touchdown. They had gone 22 consecutive possessions without scoring a touchdown. Yeah. Mike McDaniel was 1 of 12 on 4th down, and everyone says Mike McDaniel is this absolute genius. But like you just said, Tua was the system, not Mike McDaniel. And if there's anything that I've seen over the past year, it's what makes me think that Tua's going to come back and just change everything. Because Tua's not this godly-like figure. He needs all these variables to play. And Mike McDaniel has crafted a system that is impossible to play in. They had the first 3 games, they've had 15 different penalties that are like illegal motion, illegal shifts. He's overcomplicated this offense that players don't know what to fucking do anymore. It should not be this fucking hard for a backup quarterback to play in this system.
I think you guys just have the wrong backup quarterbacks. Like Skylar Thompson and Tyler Huntley
you guys do
not play remotely similar football.
You guys didn't prepare yourselves, but you should have signed like a Josh Dobbs.
I don't disagree with you.
It should have been like Mac Jones.
It should have been anyone, but that's perfect. Then you go to the GM who clearly did not feel that we had the money to go after a backup quarterback. Then you go to Mike McDaniel who felt fine running out Skylar Thompson there. Like at some point we have to look in the mirror.
Honestly, is he thought, oh, dude, I'm Mike McDaniel.
Yes,
I'm an offensive
Mike
wizard. I can make Skylar Thompson good.
And the reason I feel, and I'll put a bow on this, the reason I feel that the Dolphins probably have to blow it up is it looks like Mike McDaniel has lost the locker room.
Clearly
the team is as undisciplined as it gets. You got Tyreek Hill now talking shit Mike McDaniel.
This is his last week in Miami, or last year in Miami, I think.
I don't know because they just signed him to an extension. But
it just seems
on the contrary to that, my biggest fear as a Dolphins fan is we've been down this road before. We had Brian Flores as our head coach, and I don't think he's a head coach, but we had Brian Flores. Look at how the Vikings defense is playing.
Great coordinator.
We had Dan Campbell. Look what Dan Campbell's fucking doing. If we let Mike McDaniel walk, he's going to go elsewhere and probably be a damn good head coach or a damn good offensive coordinator. Tua is not the guy that's just going to overcome all the obstacles. The offensive line is terrible. The cap situation is fucked. You got to hit the reset button. If Tua comes back in week 6, or week 8, things could change.
You guys are committed to Tua for a while, right?
We are committed.
So it's not a hard reset.
I have it on some decent sources that I cannot name that the NFL is potentially trying to get Tua to also retire.
Really?
Yeah, I have that on some sources.
Who the fuck are your sources?
Can't reveal your sources.
We can't reveal the source, but we can do it off the pod.
I have an idea.
We can do it off the pod. But, so yeah. I think last week I said Mike McDaniel is the problem in Miami. I think Mike McDaniel is still the problem in Miami, but Chris Greer is even more of the problem, and the biggest issue is that Tua is not going to be able to come in and overcome a terrible offensive line and a team that doesn't want to play in a scheme that needs all the variables to click in order to do well. Yeah. I am terrified as a Miami Dolphins fan. I am letting go right now. Jesus, take the fucking wheel. And wake me up when September.
Enough about the Dolphins.
I'll say real quick, the only thing that can save your season is if Tua comes back for that Dolphins game and he wills in a victory. They fucking look sick in Buffalo.
Not happening.
Then that would bring the team back together. But I don't think that's
not happening.
Yeah,
the Dolphins suck.
Oh, you want to have fun?
I don't want to talk about the sad ass Dolphins.
You want to do fraud or not?
I do. I will say this. I appreciate the spin zone. I could have gone a lot deeper, but I found myself just letting go.
It was a dark place you're about to get into.
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
All right, let's play fraud or not, huh?
Yeah, let's.
You ready?
Yeah, start it off.
All right, let's play fraud or not. I'm gonna give you 10 things. You tell me if it's fraudulent or
nonchalant.
All right, or not.
Just let me have it. Let me have it.
Fraud or not?
Dolphins. Yes, fraud.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Fuck.
Not
fraud.
Not a fraud. I think they are going to be Not a contender, but if they're in the NFC Championship game, I would not be surprised at all.
Shocked.
Wait, but if they're not contenders, then they are frauds. Because right now they're we just put them number 1 overall in the power rankings.
It's a decent point out of Koza.
This is the thing with fraud or not. What does it mean? What is a fraud?
I think they are a really good football team, so I don't think they're not.
I hate this fucking team.
No, I think if you said I don't think they're frauds. Because I think if you say that they are frauds, that means that the Vikings are like not actually a good team.
Yeah, I think they are actually a good team. I just don't
it.
think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right.
They're definitely not
fraud or not. On the same vein, Sam Darnold.
Not a fraud. Not a fraud. Because then by the way, if Sam Darnold's a fraud, then Baker's a fraud, then Geno Smith is a fraud.
No, because Baker won a playoff game. He's like
he's also done it for a year now.
Okay, but Baker's
done it for 2 years now in Tampa.
Okay, I understand.
I don't think Sam
Darnold's a fraud. He was a highly touted prospect.
I'm going to go not a fraud yet.
I like that. I like that take. Actually, it's perfect.
Not a fraud yet.
I think he might get exposed later, but right now
same.
I say not a fraud. He looks great.
Yeah.
He has all the talent in the world too. All right, fraud or not? The Khao Kihau Open Zoo in Thailand.
That's
where
Mudang's from? Yeah, I kind of figured that one.
Give me a little bit more information on why they could potentially be fraudulent or nodulent.
A lot of history of abusive tendencies at the Khao Kihau Open Zoo in
unfortunately,
Thailand.
that's zoos.
That's
zoos.
It's very fun.
The zoo game is a corrupt game.
I don't like zoos. I'm not a zoo guy because of that. They ride elephants underneath water for a show. Elephants are not supposed to do that.
But Mudang looks pretty happy.
Mudang is not as.
I think they're poking him. Yeah, I think they're getting him riled up for the clicks.
Mudang is actually probably not having a great time.
I'm gonna go Mudang furthest thing from a fraud.
Oh, yeah. This has nothing to do with
the zoo. Fraudulent as all hell.
Yeah.
The reason Mudang is popular though is because they rile up Mudang.
I know, but that's what I mean. They're whoring him out for clicks. Could you give me the name of
the zoo again though? I like the name.
It is. I might not be pronouncing this right.
It's fun though.
Khao Kihau. It's KHAOKHEOW.
Yeah, Khao
Kihau Open Zoo in Thailand.
Yeah, frauds.
I think they're fraudulent. I think they instigate with Mudang too much. Let Mudang live. The cutest video ever was when Mudang couldn't get up the slope.
Yeah,
and then he finally made it up the slope.
Very proud of Mudang.
That was so cute. Oh my god. All right, fraud or not? Mike McDaniel. Adam,
fraud.
Yeah, fraud. We can move.
Mike McDaniel's the biggest fucking fraud.
Is he the biggest fraud in the Dolphins organization, or is it Chris Greer?
Right now, he's the biggest fraud, because he's a Tua merchant.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel, Tua merchant.
Who would ever say we'd say someone's a Tua merchant?
Hey, man, I've been saying this for 2 years.
Is Tyreek Hill a Tua merchant?
Yes.
Ooh, no.
All right. Fraud or not? Got you, Pat. Baseball haters right now. Because that Mets game was fucking incredible.
That is baseball in a nutshell. I made this point last night. Baseball is sick because that home run happens. There's no check-in for flags. Just home runs hit, crowd goes fucking nuts. Everyone watching the game goes fucking nuts. There's no... Was there a holding? Was there a pass interference? Was there some bullshit call? Totally that drives me nuts in football, man. I hate flags. Baseball haters are sick. Baseball haters are sick right now. That was sports in a nutshell.
And the thing with baseball that's so much better too is that like anything could happen any moment. You're down 3 runs. That's like being down fucking 3 touchdowns maybe.
And then we score 6, and then we give up 4, and then we score 2. That baseball,
it was insane.
Oh god, it's the best game. I fucking love baseball, man.
Do you think baseball haters are fraudulent? Do you think they're just hating on a sport they don't really watch at all?
Feels like a direct
This is a personal attack.
Yeah.
Well, I think you probably felt like a fraud last night seeing how much fun I was having. You were like, wow, that looks fun.
Wow, wouldn't that be fun to have for 8 months out of the year?
The one thing I will say, baseball haters not fraudulent. Totally fair. The sport, not fraudulent either, because the one thing I will say is after that home run happened, what I liked is there was just a moment in time to just celebrate. You know how, like, let's say in the NBA, it's like a 3, you hit a 3, and like, you're going crazy, but you got to get back on D. It's quick. The NFL, like, everything is happening so fast. With baseball, you just get to enjoy it for a solid minute, and that's fun.
I love baseball.
I think baseball is maybe a better sport, but I like watching football more. If that makes sense.
No.
All right, fraud or not? The Seattle Seahawks.
Not frauds,
because they went in 3-0.
I'm not going to say frauds.
The first time they the first time that they faced a real quarterback, the defense got exposed. Jared Goff had no incompletions. In that sense, I think the Seahawks are a little fraudulent. I'm not, and obviously I'm an Irish fan. I don't like Seahawks, but like I don't think that they were up there with like the Vikings or type of teams that were undefeated going into last week.
I think they're much more like the Steelers than they are like the Vikings.
I don't think frauds.
Yes. I don't want to say frauds yet because that offense looked incredible.
Yeah.
The offense looked incredible. That could go toe-to-toe with anyone.
Yeah.
And the Lions are one of the best offenses in football. So their defense didn't show up.
Smith?
How do you get a Gino?
I just want anything.
Better than Gino.
He is, but like it's.
Can you stop it? I've dealt with fucking Mitch Trubisky, Justin Fields.
Yeah, Tycho's
Caleb Williams.
shit, man.
Tycho, have you gone to a Super Bowl in your lifetime? Shut
When
the
I was
fuck
like
up.
8.
Yeah.
Still counts. Yeah.
To be
shut
fair,
the fuck up.
Adam has had the least success out of any of our franchises in our lifetimes.
Literally, hold
fair.
it.
All right, fraud or not, Sabrina Carpenter as a musician.
Oh, not a fraud. Every song she puts out is so catchy.
Why do I feel like there's reason you're saying
Yeah, whoa.
this?
All right, hear me out. Love Sabrina Carpenter. She's bad as hell. I think she's got good music, good songs, but I also think I saw some StubHub prices for her tour that's going on right now.
$200,000.
That
has to be a fluke, though.
Six figure. No, there was like multiple lists of like front row seats.
Oh, that makes
six figures for a Sabrina Carpenter
not her
concert.
fault.
Good for her.
That's not her
Six
fault.
figures. I think there's just no way that there's no way that's worth it.
What about this? Did you see the picture where she was like this?
Yeah, Adam, I saw that picture. It was very hot. It was very hot. That's why I said if you look,
Not a fraud.
If you look though, I say Sabrina Carpenter in parentheses as a musician, not
Not
as
a fraud.
Well, look, she doesn't set her ticket prices. Every time one of her songs comes on, I'm bobbing my head,
Espresso.
tapping my foot. Espresso is one of the
Think about
catchiest
me.
songs ever.
Yeah.
Please, please, please. Great.
I don't like that song.
I love the one, and then the I just want to taste of you when I'm missing you. That's also
I only
sick.
know,
Like,
I only know
love
espresso,
those.
but every time I see her on the timeline, I
Maybe
stop.
Carpenter and espresso
that's
merchant.
me, espresso.
No, I stop and stare every time.
She's also got other songs. So like I have a
She does have
girlfriend, so
songs-
she like plays it in the
yeah.
car, and like every single time I'm like, yeah. I
Her
kinda like
older
this one.
songs too are really good.
Yeah.
But I also saw something that maybe Spotify and Big Music is trying to push her because she opened for Taylor Swift last year.
She was, and she's
Every
a Disney
time,
star.
like-
She's definitely
Well, I remember I had like my.
Was she a Disney star?
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, she sold
Yeah.
her soul without a doubt.
Yeah, like I had basically it was like my hip hop like for you whatever playlist, and espresso was on it, and please please please. I'm like, this doesn't add up for the genre.
Espresso
So
is just
is
so
Big
good.
Music and Spotify trying to create her? I don't know.
Talking about me, maybe I know this me youngest soul. Like it's just no.
All right, moving on. There's
So
two
good.
more. Fraud or not? The Washington Commanders. 3-1 Washington Commanders.
Frauds.
Wow, I was scared to say it. I kind of wanted to say frauds too.
I don't think like
I think
they
frauds
beat.
just because the defense.
They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Giants
Bengals.
and the Bengals.
None of those are great wins.
Yeah.
None of
Jaden
those are
Daniels
great
not a
ones.
fraud. And 3-1.
Jaden Daniels insane.
3-1 fraud. The actual ascension, not fraudulent.
But I don't think
they're playing
anyone's
well.
putting the Commanders in the contender category.
the
I
yet.
put them at 8 in the power rankings.
Yeah, well, that's a power ranking. It's not like actually ranking
Yeah.
to win the Super Bowl. It's just like how powerful I feel like they're.
The
you
thing with
think
their
they
defense
are.
too, though, is like their head coach is Dan Quinn, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, their defense could eventually figure it out.
I
That's
think
his
they will.
calling
I
card.
think they will eventually figure it out.
So I think that they will be in the hunt come week 16.
I
Like,
think
they'll be in the
yeah.
graphic. For
I think
sure.
slightly fraudulent right now, just because there's no way, and if he does, sick. But there's no way Jaden Daniels continues to complete
Yeah, he's been
82%
ridiculous.
of
Dude,
his
the stat I
passes.
saw the other day, they have more scoring drives this season
saw
than he
that.
has incompletions on
Yeah,
the
that's
season.
crazy.
It's
It's
like
crazy.
23-19.
And there's no way he keeps it up. If he does,
Positive-
he's one of the greatest.
What goes
quarterbacks.
up must come down.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right, and the last one. This is just a personal take that I have. Fraud or not? Tacos from Taco Bell. It's Taco Day today.
It is National
$1
Taco Day.
Tacos from Taco Bell today. Are the tacos from Taco Bell fraudulent or not?
Real quick, just so like no one goes to Taco Bell when listening to this. This was recorded on Tuesday.
Oh,
This will be
yes.
put out on Wednesday. I just don't want you guys to go to Taco Bell and then get mad at us for them not being $1.
That's not on us.
Total fraud taco.
Totally fraud taco. Thank you,
A
Pat.
Taco Bell taco is a white person taco.
It's
where
not a good
like
taco. It's
Shitty
not a
ground
good-
beef, lettuce,
Fucking
tomato,
hard
sour
shell.
cream, and cheese and hard shell. It's
horrible.
white people tacos, and they're not good.
It's a terrible taco.
I do like a Doritos
And also,
Locos taco.
Taco
though.
Bell, their menu has so many other better items you can
I
get.
do like the Doritos Loco taco.
Yeah, that's
those
a
are
good
good.
taco.
Those are good.
But like a chalupa's, but there's so many better things. Adam?
Crunchwrap
I
Supreme.
mean, there are certain subjects in life that you just feel like it's not your place to speak on.
Yeah.
And if you've only had Taco Bell once in your life, I'm just
only
not
had
going
one
to
time
speak
ever?
on it.
I'm not a big Taco Bell guy either, but I've had it enough, and it's bad.
It's terrible,
Yeah,
but I'm
it's
not going to
shitty.
speak on it. So
Taco Bell has good items. The taco is not one of them.
Yeah.
All right, that's fraud or not.
Good
Here we
game.
go.
That is it. That is it.
What do we got?
Guys. Oh, it's just me now, huh? Well,
No, let's do mine. We'll go to me next.
Yeah, go Pat.
Yeah. So we're gonna. Which one do we want to play first?
Can we redraft the first round?
Let's redraft the first round.
I think actually no. Let's flip it.
You want to flip it?
Guessing the running backs because I feel like there's gonna potentially be running backs in there.
No. Yeah. I want to. I kind of want to draft first. Because
let's draft first.
No, let's guess first.
Let's do guessing first. Yep, I thought that too.
All right. I have the list now. It's loading.
So are we doing 5 or 10?
Let's do 10 because the top 5 isn't too surprising.
But the top 10.
But the top 10 gets pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right. I want you guys to guess who the top 10 fantasy running backs are through 4 weeks of the NFL season. And it's honestly pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Is this full PPR?
This is full PPR, and it is pretty surprising.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley is number 2.
Just because of last night, 33 points, 3 touchdowns. Give me Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker, no, because he missed time. So surprisingly, Zach Charbonnet is RB12 right now.
I had a feeling. Yeah, that's crazy.
But Kenneth Walker not in there.
Okay, I wanted to pull it.
Let me see.
Yeah, you went deep pull right away.
No, I don't think it was.
Go for it. Yeah,
you only get 3 wrong guesses. You wasted that one. You only get 3 wrong guesses. Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs,
number 8.
David Montgomery,
number 9.
Yep.
That's crazy.
The fact that he was being taken in the 6th round is ridiculous.
It makes no sense.
Ridiculous. Jordan Mason, number 5.
Breece
Hall. Just missed, number 13. He had 4 yards last week.
Are we going in order?
Brian Robinson Jr.
Brian Robinson Jr. not in there. He's number 14.
Derrick Henry,
number 3.
Yes.
Aaron Jones,
number 7.
Keep going. Rip it.
James Conner not in there. Honestly, kind of surprised by that. You're missing the number 1 right now, by the way.
The number 1 running back in fantasy.
You're missing. No, he's number 10.
He's terrible.
But he's in the top.
But he is top 10. You got him.
Yeah, but also a Tua merchant at this point. It looks like.
I agree with that. Definitely a Tua merchant.
Number 1. No, well, everyone's just McDaniel's just fucking everyone.
You're missing 1, 4, and 6 right now.
The number 1 running back in fantasy.
Kyren Williams, number 4. He has a touchdown every week so far.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Saquon,
come on, you got this. PPR.
Catches.
Yeah, I know what PPR means.
Points per reception.
Every time he catches a ball, it's a point. And this guy catches a lot of balls. Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
106 points through 4 weeks.
Ridiculous.
And you're missing number 6 now.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
Good one.
You've got to feel that was good stuff out of you guys. It's not as surprising as you would have thought. There are some guys who aren't in there that you would have thought would be. If you had that 10, 11, 12 pick and you scooped up Saquon Barkley and Jonathan Taylor,
dude,
your team looks sick right now.
One league in the 1st and 2nd round, I got Jonathan Taylor and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But one of my receivers is Calvin Ridley.
In one of my leagues, I went Bijan with my first pick, but then I went Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara with my next 2. So that team's sick. Yeah.
I mean, look, if you look at Bijan, the fact that he's not there is pretty insane.
Yeah, Bijan. Where do you guys think Bijan is?
I think he's like 27.
He's at 20.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you want to play one of my games?
Yeah, I mean, also what's crazy about Bijan is he has double-digit points every week. He's just not scoring touchdowns.
I don't know.
And he's not getting the ball.
All right, let's. I'm wearing the People Eaters jersey, so let's play a little game about their quarterback. All right, who's older, Sam Darnold or this NFL quarterback? You guys ready?
My guess is all of them are going to be older.
No, I think he would be stupid to do that.
That would be really dumb.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen enough graphics of this game that I can probably play it pretty well.
I don't know if you can.
Okay,
all right.
Shoot.
Josh Allen.
Older.
Shit, that's tough. Right off the rip.
Older.
Older only by 1 year.
Yep, 27.
He's 28.
Same draft class.
He's 28. Sam Darnold's 27. Justin Fields.
Younger.
Yeah, younger.
Younger by a year and a half.
Come on. There we go.
You have the specifics.
Not by much.
Yeah, I have the specifics.
Not by much.
All right, Baker Mayfield.
Older.
Younger just by
same draft class.
Right there.
He's 2 years older.
Yeah.
He's 29.
Because he did the whole walk-on thing and then the transfer thing and then the full 3 years at Oklahoma thing.
We don't think of Baker Mayfield, I feel like, as old as Sam Darnold.
He's 2 years older?
He's 28.
So he's 29?
29.
Jesus.
29 years old. Kyler Murray.
Feels young.
Feels younger.
He is only 2 months younger than Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay, that is surprising to me.
That's wild, right?
That is surprising to me.
Joe Burrow.
Older.
Yeah, I saw this one. He's older.
He's a year older. Yeah, that's
which
fucking
is insane.
crazy.
Which is insane.
Daniel Jones.
Older.
Younger.
Something about being on Duke. I don't know.
He is 1.5 weeks older than Sam Darnold.
Let's go, you old fuck.
Good pick. Yeah. I wanted the win there. I went with the
I don't know. Something about going to Duke. He just feels older. I can't tell you why.
Brock Purdy.
Remember, got to be younger.
Got to be
younger.
Yeah, only by 2 years. 25 years old.
Okay.
Gardner Minshew.
Older. He's been in the league a long time.
He is 1 year older than Sam Darnold.
Yeah, there we go.
That is kind of crazy, though.
Bo Nix.
Younger. I know he was in college forever.
Younger, though?
Maybe a year younger.
How much younger do you think he is?
I'll go 1.5 years.
A couple months.
2.5 years younger. That's it. Only 2.5.
2.5 is
but how crazy that Sam Darnold's only 2.5 years older than Bo Nix.
If that's a kid, he's
I don't know. I
just
got set up for fucking failure. I thought you were like 2 months, 3 months.
I mean, Bo Nix was in college for 6 years, but he's a rookie. And Sam Darnold's been in the league 6 years.
Younger.
Jaden Daniels is obviously younger by 4 years.
3 years. He's 24.
Okay.
But it is crazy to say that Sam Darnold's been in the league for this long, and we do view Sam Darnold as this older quarterback, but all these other rookies have come in, and it's like they're 2 years apart.
Yeah, like Bo Nix is 2.5 years younger than.
Which is why I don't think Sam Darnold's a fraud.
You know which one I would have liked from you? How much younger or Jordan Love? I would like to know. Because he did the sit behind.
How old is Jordan Love? I'm asking Siri right now for comments.
And it's like, if Sam Darnold
shut up. Oh, sorry, 25. He's 25.
Oh wow, he's young.
Yeah. He came out of college.
Yeah, but it's like if Sam Darnold sat behind a good quarterback for 2 years, we wouldn't be thinking about him as this old guy.
That's what makes me feel like Sam Darnold might not be a fraud. It's because he's only 27 years old, bro. He's our age. Like he's as old as me.
It is crazy.
What are you guys doing?
Which is why I don't think he's a fraud.
Oh, fucking nothing, dude. Yapping about him.
Yapping about
him.
Like talking about other dudes.
Crying about the Dolphins.
But how crazy that too is I feel like we think the one that was wild to me was seeing that Josh Allen's a year older than Darnold and Baker's 2 years older than Sam Darnold. When we're like, oh, Baker's this young guy.
How about that draft
He just had a bad
class?
situation.
Well, that's why I think the Vikings are legit because he's still young and he's been around, and it's like it's Geno but years before.
Yeah, you just gotta find that system, man.
I feel bad for Josh Rosen. I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah. Oh, that graphic they had did him dirty, bro. It was like
Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You got MVPs, you got playoff wins, you got thousands and thousands of yards and touchdowns, and then Josh Rosen.
He's just sitting there in his quarter zip.
Yeah, working for Northwestern Mutual. Poor guy.
Probably doing well though.
Yeah. Hey, remember when he had the hot tub on his porch though, on his balcony in college? That was sick.
Let's redraft the first round.
He's definitely made more money than
I think Josh Rosen's first team all aura.
I don't think so.
Big disagree on that.
No, he's kind of a man.
Okay. From 9, 10, 11, 12, I don't have written down, so we're going to free ball those.
Love that.
Actually, no, because I'm going to do it. I don't. You guys aren't involved.
It could be conversational, but
we'll converse, but I have it written down.
If Pat has it written down, I think maybe.
Jack doesn't want to talk fantasy. Jack doesn't like fantasy football.
I like fantasy. No, I just don't care about it.
This is also the least interested I've been in fantasy football in a long time because every team I have is decimated with injuries. And it's just like I don't care enough to take care of 6 teams.
Don't want to trade.
Yeah.
It's like people are...
No one wants to trade ever.
Yeah. But let's do this thing.
Yeah.
I redrafted the first round of fantasy football through 4 weeks, and it is so different from what we did 4 weeks ago. 12-team, full-point PPR, and the first overall pick.
I feel like it's Saquon.
It's got to be Saquon.
It's got to be Saquon, yeah.
It's the fact that I fell for the stupid articles being written about Jalen Hurts taking away too many touchdowns from Saquon Barkley.
I thought it would be the opposite.
I feel like
That's
a
moron.
moron.
I drafted Saquon as much as I could.
I also just think he's gonna get better if he can stay healthy. He's gonna get better throughout the year because
he's playing behind the best offensive line. You got weapons up and down that team,
but the weapons haven't been there the last 2 weeks,
and they've just been force feeding Saquon to solve that.
All right, Saquon's one.
He's a dog.
Saquon's one, and you guys might not love this too, but I'm gonna go Alvin Kamara with my second overall.
I don't hate that at all.
He's the #1 running back through 4 weeks. The Saints offense is good. He is still getting at least 5 targets a game, and he's getting carries, even at the goal line too. Like he's still getting some goal line
my only
carries.
fear is are the Saints offense going to be worse because they started out 2-0 and now they're 2-2 and they looked worse.
But
he's also inflated with a 4 touchdown game, so that's
they'll also get back to games where they were like that though. Yeah. It's not like that was just flash in the pan.
I'm curious if you're going to have people like Brees and Bijan.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So number 3, give me Malik Neighbors.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
If I'm getting a guy who's guaranteed 15 targets a game, that's going to translate to at least 15 points a game.
You would think a point per target. I like that.
PPT.
Yep.
PPT. New draft strategy.
PPT.
New draft strategy. Their floor is their target share.
It's not bad at all.
Did we just?
Should we
write it down? Write it down.
Someone write this down.
Did Jack
set a reminder for August 12th of next year to draft according to target share? PPT. Nice. Okay, number 4. Okay, number 4. This is my guy, and I didn't get him in enough leagues. Give me Nico Collins with the 4th overall pick. No, definitely not Brees, because he might not even crack the first round. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Give me with the 4th overall pick, Nico Collins. He's on pace for 2,000 yards.
2,078 yards, 9 touchdowns, and I think it was 150-some catches.
By the way, Offensive Player of the Year, Nico Collins.
Wow, hot take.
I mean, at this point, right?
we were talking
are you at all concerned with me putting him there when you have Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell taking targets?
You know what I realized is that with his size and strength, there's like maybe 3 corners in the league that can actually guard him.
They can't get in trouble every single goddamn play.
They have to guard Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs. Exactly. They can't just ignore those guys.
They didn't even play last week, and they look sick.
So yeah, give me Nico Collins at the 4. At the 5, give me Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I think we've seen Sam Darnold is definitely good enough to get him the ball, and he is Justin Jefferson.
He's going to be fine.
He'll be just fine. And after this is where like I could go any which way, to be honest with you.
Shoot.
Give me 6. He hasn't lived up to expectations yet. CD Lamb.
It's going to be CD.
The breakout's coming, right?
The massive game.
We're only 4 games in. Let's not overreact. It's CD Lamb.
Because if he has this one game this week where he has 12 catches, 195 yards, and 2 touchdowns, we're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's CD Lamb. Of course he did that.
Yeah. He does that like 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Who you got at 7? Breeze. No.
Derrick Henry.
Oh.
You guys hate?
Yeah, I hate it.
PPR league, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Dude, but he's like doing exactly what we thought he was going to do. He's going to get a touchdown every single week, and the Ravens are learning that we need to give this guy the ball 20 times a game.
Yes.
So this is a looking forward move as
well.
Yeah,
and looking back. He's the number 3 running back so far.
Same thing I said about the Ravens. I expect there to be days where they are going to be playing from down, and he is irrelevant. So
playing from down.
Playing from behind.
It is. I mean, it's a totally fair argument. It was a pick. Do you like him in the first round?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
End of the first.
I would say
like you wouldn't even like him 12?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. But like, I'm not going at 7.
Okay, give me 8.
I would go Breece Hall over him, by the way.
Give me 8, Bijan Robinson. It's gonna he's gotta figure it out.
Jack actually just put his fingers in his mouth.
He's gotta figure it out, dude.
Like, is he?
I just think
you're going Bijan over Breece?
That's fucking disgusting.
Breece, you guys will hear the argument on Breece.
You're on crack.
Again, I'm freeballing right now, so like I don't love all the picks I'm making.
You don't have this.
No, I got as far as CD, and then everything was a crapshoot. So I only got through half of the first round, and now it's a crapshoot.
I don't think.
Oh man, okay, now you guys aren't reacting how I thought you would. I would hope you would. Oh god, I'm crashing and burning.
Do you want to look at
why not Kyron?
No, what Kyron? Shut up. No, I'm fine. I have everything written down. I don't want your help. It's still my draft.
Oh,
so am I at 8 now? I'm at the 8th overall
pick.
You're
at 9.
I'm at 9. Okay, give me Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, sure.
He's gonna get the
still
target.
Hasn't popped.
I would have taken Jamar over him.
I would not have taken Jamar over him. Give me Amon-Ra St. Brown at 9.
Jamar had 3 receptions last week against the
that's
Panthers.
Not a lot. At number 10, give me Breece Hall. That's where Breece Hall is gonna go. Give me Breece.
I feel like you're missing.
That was the most like Long Island.
You're missing someone. Personally, do you want?
No, I'm gonna. Breece Hall, he's at number 10 because of Braylon Allen. It's just that's going to be much more of a 50-50 backfield than we thought going into this season.
I think you got to do it.
You want me to take your guy?
No.
Tyreek?
No.
H.N.? No.
Lord heavens, no.
I think.
All right, Jonnu Smith.
I think you got to take his guy.
I was going to take Jordan Mason at 12.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit if it's 8 weeks. Jordan Mason is going to be a top 5 running back.
He's getting
until
almost
Christian
20 a
McCaffrey
game.
comes back. And I also think...
I don't think Christian McCaffrey's coming back.
Hey.
I don't think he is, bro. He's got Achilles tendonitis in 2 legs.
He's got bilateral Achilles tendonitis.
In 2 legs.
We know what that means. None of us know.
Hey, guys, it sounds bad.
Bilateral
Achilles tendonitis sounds really bad.
That's like that's the thing is like
of the Achilles in both legs.
I would move it up if it's like the draft Christian McCaffrey with the Mason handcuff is like maybe like the 6th overall. You know what I mean? Like
I don't hate that, but we'll put Jordan Mason at 11.
The fact that you didn't do that, Pat.
I'm not happy about it. Jordan Mason at 11. And then, so the guys, I'm considering a lot of guys here in 12. I'm just going to rattle them off and we can all pick. Kyron Williams is one I'm considering. Jamar Chase is one I'm considering. DK Metcalf, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, Devin Achane. Those are all guys I'm considering.
You just said it and I think I know what it is. It's Jonathan Taylor.
You think Jonathan Taylor?
So I would say it'd be Jonathan Taylor if he's not battling a high ankle sprain right now.
Yes,
Kyron?
that is true.
I mean...
He's a touchdown-reliant player right now.
It's either Kyron, Jonathan Taylor, or Jahmyr Gibbs, in my opinion.
Not Jamar Chase?
Maybe Jamar, because Jamar, it looks like him and Joe are like...
They're figuring it out.
If you will.
This is harder than I thought.
But it's the year of the running back, it feels like.
Okay, give us Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Lock it in.
Yep, because he doesn't have a vulture.
Hey, If you got an early second-round pick, though, or a late second, there's a lot of value. A lot of value still there.
A lot of value still there. That was really hard. Like the first 6 I felt good about, and then after that, it felt like a lot of guys could have been there, and you guys reacted poorly, and it made me self-conscious.
This is going to be perfect timing, by the way. Look at the time.
Wow, look at that. What, do we have 1 game left?
Yeah, 1 game left. This is perfect.
Have we done All-Pro?
No, we have not.
We got to do All-Pro,
You
got to make an All-Pro team.
All right, this will be super quick. Let's
rattle.
Really quick, let's do All-Pro. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right. Who has a higher QBR so far this season through 4 weeks, Patrick Mahomes or this quarterback? Patrick Mahomes has a 52.9 QBR.
That's bad. Is QBR out of 100, or is that the one that goes like 138.7?
No, that's passer rating.
Okay.
Yeah, QBR is like cumulative how well a player is playing.
And that it takes into account running the ball as a quarterback.
It's a lot more situational.
Not strictly passing.
Yeah,
okay.
it's running the ball, turnovers,
okay.
Third down, everything.
QBR.
Right. Jared Goff.
Jared Goff
higher.
Patrick Mahomes is higher. Jared Goff has a 47.2.
Oh, wow.
Wait, did that update from last night?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
This morning.
You sure about that?
I looked at it this morning.
But he was perfect.
I looked this morning on ESPN before we recorded. If they didn't update it, that's on ESPN, not me.
I'm gonna throw a challenge flag. I want to check that later.
Maybe we can check tape later, and we can nix that one.
He was perfect.
Yeah, but he wasn't that good the rest of this year. He had 4 picks going into
This is true.
All right, Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield's
Gotta
got
be
a
Baker.
QBR.
Baker Mayfield has a 56.9. Patrick Mahomes 52.9.
So it's hard to get a high QBR, huh?
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield's been playing great. He's at 56.
There's a
56.9.
quarterback.
But I mean, like against the Broncos, he did not play well.
Just put your guy.
All right, Justin Fields.
Don't higher.
I would love for him to be higher. Give me higher.
He's lower. 52.1. So 0.8
barely.
lower.
Barely.
But like Justin Fields runs the ball really well. Like
Yeah.
this is what it takes into account. And let's be real, Patrick Mahomes has not played well this year.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes is the odds-on favorite to win the MVP right now, and he's been terrible.
Why?
Because we know he does this every year. He starts slow.
No, if anything, he by far is one of the most successful quarterbacks in September, like historically.
Oh wait, yeah, no, you're right. Sorry. All right, Bo Nix.
I mean, it has to be lower.
Fuck it, higher.
No, it's lower.
Okay. Yeah.
He has a 49.5.
That's so close to Mahomes.
I know.
And he just had 60 yards in a passing game.
He had -9 passing yards.
Who else?
Daniel Jones.
Higher.
Not seeing it well.
Give me
Lower.
higher.
55.7 for Daniel Jones.
He's better than Pat Mahomes.
Yep. So Daniel Jones is better than Patrick Mahomes.
Danny fucking dimes.
All right, Jalen Hurts.
Lower.
Lower.
Higher. 61.4.
61?
61.4.
I hate this stat. I think I had a problem with this stat a little while back. What the fuck is measured by it?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's stupid nerd science that I don't understand.
It's funny because we've been saying Jalen Hurts has been ass.
Yeah, well, you've been singing it.
I don't know.
I've agreed with it.
I think it's the perfect stat to attack
Quantify.
the fan. Well, yes, but it's the perfect stat to attack like the ball knower that only goes off the eye test.
How does PFF rankings?
Well, PFF's bad. I feel like at this
Yeah,
point.
PFF's just like, hey, give him a grade.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. All right.
It's just like nerds being like, I like the way this guy played this week.
So analytical. Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
Higher.
Higher.
By more than 20, 73.5.
Let's go Sam. I love Sam Darnold.
MVP.
I just wanted to mention that because Sam Darnold is miles better than
I miss him.
All right, Kirk Cousins.
Lower.
Higher.
43.0. He has a worse QBR than Bo Nix this year.
He's been terrible.
Where does Aaron Rodgers fall on this list?
He was 2 spots lower or 3 spots lower than Mahomes.
Okay.
Yeah. CJ Stroud.
Higher.
61.3. Joe Burrow.
That's a really, really tough one.
Higher.
I'll go higher as well.
70.8.
Better than people think.
Okay,
Joe Burrow, the only person that I mentioned on this list that's higher than Joe Burrow is Sam Darnold. Joe Burrow's
What's Jaden
top
Daniels'
5.
QBR? What's Jaden Daniels' QBR?
His is like 71 or 72.
Savage.
Yeah. Like I think Burrow was 5 or 6. Brock was up there. Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and then
What else you got?
But no, that's it. So Patrick Mahomes
that's
so far
insane.
this year ranks 17th out of all quarterbacks in QBR.
That's crazy.
17th.
Yeah.
The fact that Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts are above him. And Joe
Don't even need to
Burrow.
talk about him. The
ridiculous.
fact that Patrick Mahomes is the odds-on favorite to win the MVP is
stupid.
ridiculous.
That's
Take the
stupid.
field. Sam Darnold was plus 1,100.
Dude, well, I would still bet on Patrick Mahomes.
You're gonna bet him in plus 250 at the favorite.
For comms, I'm
plus
absolutely
250?
betting on Patrick Mahomes once we finish this recording. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Pat, do you want to hook us in for first team All Pro?
Yes, of course. I would love to. I just wanted.
4 weeks.
I know. I wanted to check something, but I guess I don't have time. for it.
I have it up.
Yeah.
No, I know. I just wanted to check how
right.
Saquon did.
Pat, come on.
Yep.
Get us.
Here we go. We don't have much time, folks. So let's lock in for this one. This is the first team All-Pro through 4 weeks of the NFL season. Who do you have at quarterback? Because I have a name that I
There's
wanna
only
drop.
one guy I want to have here.
Sam Darnold.
Jaden Daniels.
No, Sam Darnold's been better.
I don't care. Jaden Daniels has more scoring drives than he has in completions on the season. That's the most ridiculous stat I've ever heard.
Sam Darnold has been the better player this year through 4 weeks.
But
we're not just doing this based off the last 2 weeks, doing it based off of 4.
Jaden Daniels was sick in week 1.
Have we given Sam Darnold a spot yet as the QB1?
I think we did it last week. Did we?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we've given him a spot or not. If he continues to be the best quarterback in football so far this year, he deserves the spot.
Yeah, but Jaden Daniels is fun.
I know, he is fun, but like Sam Darnold just went 20 of 28, beat the shit out of the Packers in Lambeau. He threw for like 300 yards, couple touchdowns.
Yeah, but Jaden Daniels is so much more fun.
That doesn't matter.
It's democracy, though.
You guys think...
We have not given it to Sam Darnold yet.
Okay.
It has to be Sam
That makes me...
All right, fine.
I'm going to go Sam Darnold.
Let's compromise. If Jaden has another good week...
He is locked in for the top spot next week.
Jaden Daniels threw a pick last week, too. Like, you guys are just forgetting about that.
I'm just looking at fantasy right now.
Yeah, no, I am.
It doesn't matter. This is not fantasy, bro.
This isn't real.
I am literally living in a fantasy world, so...
Jaden Daniels, if he has a decent game, he'll be QB1 next week.
Yeah. So we're going Sam Darnold, though?
Yeah, we're going Sam Darnold.
You guys are glazing. All right, wait.
Yes.
Are you just
really
overcorrecting right now?
You're glazing. Look at yourself. You're dressed all in purple.
Can I just...
Who's glazing?
Tycho, stop with that. I want to ask a question. I have Josh Allen and Jaden Daniels in a league. Who do I start at quarterback?
Both.
Who are they playing?
Who
does each play?
Two quarterback system.
Who does each play?
I don't know. I'm just saying in general who's better.
I'm starting Josh Allen every week.
Jaden
All right,
Daniels.
running back. Who's the best running back?
It's got to be... we've given it to him before, but it's got to be Saquon Barkley.
I think it might be Derrick Henry.
It could be.
I think
could be.
He rushed for 199 yards.
When Derrick Henry gets touches, he's the best running back in football this year.
Isn't he like 30? It's insane what Derrick Henry is doing.
He doesn't eat sugar. He doesn't eat till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I saw something interesting. Do you think he'll be the last running back to ever hit 10,000 total career yards?
That's actually
because running backs aren't playing until they're 30, and if they are, they aren't. They're in running back committees. They're not. There's no such thing as a bell cow back anymore. I think Derrick Henry could be the last 10,000 yard rusher we see.
That's a great conversation.
I don't hate it.
I got Derrick Henry as our running back.
Yeah,
I
think Derrick Henry.
I'll go Derrick. I got no problem with that. Saquon number 2, right?
Well, we're only doing one running back.
I know, but he would be number 2.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Or Jordan Mason.
Wide receivers?
Wide receiver 1, I think, has to be Nico, right?
Yeah.
Nico Collins. Yeah.
Nico Collins.
Nico's
and
been
then
there. Malik.
We can't give it away.
And then Jettis, same as last week.
Is it the same as last week?
I don't think. I don't hate it though. It's how it's been.
I know this video series may get old at some point once these guys are just when they actually are all pros.
Last week it was Rashi instead of Malik.
Oh, perfect.
R.I.P.
Perfect.
R.I.P.
So we go.
No,
Nico.
sorry. Instead of Nico. Jesus.
Okay.
Oh wow. So Nico's easily 1.
Nico's 1.
Malik 2.
Has to be, I think.
And Jet is 3.
Yeah, that feels good to me.
Yeah.
All right, and then what about
tight end?
Tight end.
God.
Have we done tight end?
Yeah, we've done tight end.
Did we do Goddard last week? Dude, tight end position sucks right now.
Is it?
Hear me out.
I think it's still Brock Bowers.
No. I have to
I'm
gonna have to like go check.
If we want to solely go fantasy,
that's what I was about.
Dallas
to start
Goddard's still the tight end 1.
And who else in the top 5?
Dallas Goddard. Oh, that would have been fun to do. George Kittle, he didn't play week 3. Brock Bowers there. Cole Kmet, Pat
George
Freiermuth.
Kittle's been really good.
I'll take George Kittle. I'll take George Kittle.
George Kittle has 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, what's up, Tycho?
Can we give it to Kelsey for looking with Rashi down? I think it's going to be Kelsey.
This is not how it works. Though.
It's not
through 4 weeks, he's not been the best tight end.
I
will say Kittle has the most touchdowns out of every tight end.
I'm gonna go Kittle.
I like Kittle.
Because we know Kittle is a actual all pro type tight end. If he's number 2 in fantasy scoring,
and it shows that
he missed a week.
And George Kittle is the best blocking tight end.
Exactly.
He's been very good helping Jordan.
Kittle is without a doubt the right pick here.
If you may.
Kittle without a doubt the right pick.
Dallas Goedert has twice the yards as George Kittle, but was he a week 3 merchant?
Yes, he had 170 yards in 1 week. That's gonna inflate the numbers.
Yeah.
Give me George Kittle.
Yeah.
He's definitely the better tight end.
Oh, good stuff. And that wraps it up, literally.
Are we literally not going to draft a kicker?
No.
We haven't been
Brandon
doing
Aubrey. It's going to be Brandon Aubrey. We haven't been doing it.
I know, we did kickers once and it was
all
fun.
right,
What
that's
about
our
Austin Seabolt, though?
And then we're all-pro coach Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, sure.
Mike McDaniel.
That's
our Cafeteria episode for week 4.
We have to get into a meeting because we have actual jobs.
We have our predictions episode that comes out Friday, and then Sunday night, our live stream yet again.
Skull.
Not a good game.
Let's fucking go, Mets. If you're looking for a baseball bandwagon to hop on, the Mets bandwagon is accepting. Everyone's allowed. Everyone's invited. Everyone gets a ticket to the fucking top.
I'm glad my application was accepted. Yes.
All right.
Appreciate that.
We'll see you on Friday. Fuck
Bye.
the Dolphins.